Menopause can take a major hit to your HPA axis. This is your brain and adrenal connection. When this kind of goes haywire, some people might call it adrenal fatigue. It's not exactly correct. It's more of like an imbalance, dysfunction in the system a little bit. So there's a couple things that I found that work, especially if you're experiencing sleep issues of any kind. But I'm thinking at the moment, as I woke up really foggy this morning, I'm thinking, it's pretty common that during perimenopause and menopause, women will wake up just feeling unrefreshed and fatigued from the time they wake up. So one thing that's important is your cortisol is supposed to rise naturally. It's supposed to spike in the morning 30 to 60 minutes when you wake up. This is called the cortisol awakening response. The way that you can support this in part is to wait for 30 to 60 minutes on your coffee when you wake up. I know it's amazing to like jump out of bed and like have that first cup of coffee and get going, but I encourage you to find something else that you can do during that time, even if it's just sitting there and I don't know, staring at the wall or something, like whatever you need to do. Sometimes I'll meditate in the morning. You could read. I kind of encourage not getting on email and things, but find something. A lot of times I think it's nice to just sit there and just be and just chill out for 30 minutes and then make the coffee. So you're giving your body that natural time to increase cortisol the way it naturally should. But there's another thing that's really cool that I was doing this for years in my practice, and then I never had heard it. No one told me, but then I did read it in an integrative medicine book a couple years ago, and I was like, oh, cool. There's somebody else who's talking about this. So licorice root is an herb that will increase cortisol in your body. So like licorice would not be something that you would necessarily take before bed because it could cause your cortisol to be higher and you would have a difficult time sleeping. But because of this, what you can do is when you wake up in the morning, you can have like a tincture of licorice root, and it tastes pretty good. You can get a glycerite of licorice root, and that's really sweet. Instead of being extracted into alcohol, it's extracted into glycerin. And you could do like one dropper full when you wake up, and that will sort of get your cortisol increasing a little bit. So you do that with waiting on the coffee, and you can actually start to retrain your brain adrenal system to get the cortisol going in the morning, and then it's supposed to taper down throughout the day. There's other things I talk about in other places. Adaptogens is a really important piece of this picture, but those two things, I think if you try that, if you're really having difficulty waking up in the morning, or if you're tired in the morning and awake at night, your cortisol pattern can be flipped. So give that a try and let me know how it goes.